Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. I am back at Mannheim. It's actually windy kind of everywhere but here, which is very surprising. And if you guys saw the thumbnail, I purchased another Jeep. I am very excited about this one because I think it looks pretty darn awesome. And I drove it this morning, so technically there shouldn't be any surprises, but in the car business, you absolutely never know. There it is. So we will definitely take a better, closer look, but I can tell you what, female was the owner. Good girls, bad habits, better topless, dirty Jeep girls, and so on and so forth. But as you guys can see, this is a Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. And I am going to just jump in, get this thing started, and get it pulled out. I do remember that I could hear the serpentine belt a little bit when I first drove it, and the blend door. I don't know if you guys will kind of hear it, but the fan right there, just very slight stuff, which I can't imagine is super difficult to replace. Serpentine belt could have been, because I mean this morning was like 28 degrees. It was unbelievably cold. But from what I saw, tires are like brand new on this Jeep. It has this nice aftermarket head unit, which I did not play around with. I drove it, it felt good, it looks super awesome, and I might already have a buyer for this thing. So I'm gonna pull it out, take it to my house. Probably going to start removing the stickers because I don't want those on there. Especially now, if I drive it, I'm not a female, so it just wouldn't make real sense. But again, very, very, very excited about this thing. So once I get it to my place with hopefully no issues, we'll take a better look at it.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, the Jeep made it totally fine. It drives like a Jeep, but came home, actually went to the gas station with the whole family because the gas light came on, and now I'm you know, in the neighborhood. So let's take a look at this thing. So a whole bunch of, you know, stickers or whatnot. The frame looks pretty good. I don't know what this is, just a little dirty, but it seems like everything was coated, if that makes sense. Tires are nearly new. We have a big steel metal bumper with LED lights. I don't know if they work. Aftermarket headlights, which actually, let's try them. Oh, we even have these pods. Okay guys, I'll be honest, I don't know much about Jeeps, so probably this one, probably that one, since they both turned on. Yep, so we have those turned on, headlights are on. And I don't know if these are on, these are not on, and this is not on. But at the very least, we have these that work. From Jeep to Jeep, he likes it. I like it too. The other thing I like, well, one, we have, you know, rear bumper and whatnot, but I like the slanted. Actually looks pretty darn awesome. And this green, it's like a darker army green. Again, super awesome. Toyo tires. Oh, open country. I know these ain't cheap. So these tires, probably for all five, I don't know, 1,500 bucks, if not more. What kind of brand wheels do we have? Cow? I don't know. Pro Comp wheels and Toyo open country tires. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty awesome. But what I was saying earlier, it drives like a Jeep with, you know, like a minor lift, so it is a little bit wobbly, nothing crazy, but you know, comparing it to like a regular car, if that makes sense, you definitely feel body roll, you definitely feel body play and whatnot. but it's still super awesome. We got speakers up here. It's an automatic transmission. I don't know if I told you guys or not. Cloth interior. Daughter was tripping about this hole. She goes, I don't trust it. I was like, baby girl, that's a Jeep thing. So we got this. We have a sub right there. Again, like just, ooh, that's heavy. Pretty darn sweet rig, if I say so myself. Like, very happy with it. Now I'm sure you guys want to know, what did I pay for it? Winning bid was $17,750 after fees. Fees were basically 500 bucks for this Jeep. So I think total was $18,250. We have 84,000 miles on the Jeep. And the only light I have on here is the tire pressure monitoring system light, which aftermarket wheels, aftermarket tires, is not surprising. So far, the only thing I noticed that I will need to do is the serpentine belt, and then this blend door or whatever it's called, I don't remember the name of it. Do that, and I will check the oil, see if we need to do an oil change. Probably clean it up just a little bit. It's not filthy dirty. I don't see any like staining on the seats or whatnot. Just a minor cleanup, and I think it's ready to go. So this one in theory should be a rather quick sale, especially that I might potentially have a buyer for it already. The lighting is not the best, but here's the heart. So yeah, like I said, serpentine belt won't be difficult to replace, and it does seem a little bit loose. Almost looks like the headers are new, just by judging, you know, how the rest of the engine bay looks like. Got a whole bunch of wires here. I'm assuming that's for the LED lights and whatnot. But let's do engine oil. Okay, I'll need to do this with both hands. Bottom line was kind of cleaning off the whole dipstick, but top is the oil we have, so I'd say it's actually very, very, very fresh. So serpentine belt, and then the heater core sound thing. And I want to remove all the stickers I have on there. Latch for the hood, I'm assuming. But yeah, man, this thing actually looks pretty darn sweet. I do like it. See, all of these stickers, I mean, they're cool and whatnot, but I'll remove them. Like this one, this one, this one, this one. Well, these clearly, I don't even know what the heck this means, but I'm assuming it's not part of the Jeep. Assuming Sahara and this are the only two stickers that belong to the Jeep. So everything else will probably go. Clean it up on the outside, and it's ready for the next owner. Very happy that this was a good buy.
The next day.
So something crazy happened yesterday. I was driving the Jeep, no issues. Went to a friend's house. Killed the Jeep for literally like 10-15 minutes. Come out and it doesn't start. Had to go home, get jumper cables. Got this thing to jump start. And I've been racking my brain since yesterday. What could have happened where started at the auction. I'm assuming they didn't jump start it when it went through the lane. I picked it up, it started. Went to the gas station, it started. Started it multiple times and it just randomly died. And I was like, well, did we drain the battery? But again, in 10-15 minutes to drain the battery. Nearly impossible when, you know, like floodlights and LEDs weren't on. Anyways, I found the culprit. So first thing, this was pretty loose. It's still pretty loose. But the biggest issue is this positive cable. Look at that. It was also loose and totally busted, so it wasn't, I think, completing the ground. So now, I'm going to replace this one, I'm going to replace that one, but I just grabbed this one to take to the store with me right now so that I could get the exact same one, and then I'll just put these wires on and get it replaced. And you know, once I kind of tightened everything, started it, it starts with no issues. So continuing on, but slight hiccup that slightly startled me. But serpentine belt will be next on the list. wiper blades because that one, as you guys can see, is totally bad. So new wiper blades. We'll see if I need a new battery. I'll continue driving it, but I mean, it started so many times I don't think I will. So back to happy with the Jeep.
Several days later.
Wanted to give you guys a really, I guess, minor update. Jeep is at my mechanics. Why, you might ask? Why? Well, I replaced the serpentine belt, started the Jeep, let it run. Serpentine belt, no more noise, everything is great. And then I noticed under here, I don't know if we'll see it now, there was a very, very minor, looked like a transmission like leak, if you will. Again, like super minor. But I want it to be taken care of. Oh, right there. So I don't know if the camera will catch it. That's where I saw it. And once it's sitting there, it'll drip just a little bit. Unfortunately, the camera died and it didn't record what I was going to say next. As you guys saw, the Jeep is at the mechanics. The other thing that happened was behind the cluster where the check engine light is on, there was black tape. And I was thinking, what the heck? Jeep has been running totally fine, no issues. But when I went to start it that morning before taking it to my mechanic, I wanted to warm up the Jeep before I headed out, and I opened the door, I reached over kind of behind the steering wheel and started the Jeep, and I noticed the check engine light. And I was like, what in the world? And I noticed that there's black tape. So the check engine light has been on this whole time, but when you kind of sit at eye level, you don't notice it. I, of course, pulled the codes at my house. It came up for 2 oxygen sensors. I believe it was bank 1 sensor 2 and then bank 2 sensor 1, so kind of opposite, one pre-cat, one post-cat. And I took it into him because I was like, well, if he's going to be lifting up the Jeep, kind of trying to figure out where the oil leak is coming from, he could replace those 2 oxygen sensors. So I ordered 2 new oxygen sensors, dropped off the Jeep, and went to pick those up. And boy, was the following a surprise. We did fix it, but here's the next clip. The Jeep is back. The Jeep is back. My mechanic took care of pretty much everything that I asked him to do. I didn't take a video, but I did show you guys that the check engine light was on. I did purchase 2 oxygen sensors. He started to replace them. Replaced those, hooked up his computer, it showed fault for 3 oxygen sensors. He's like, wait, what the heck? Weird. Cleared the codes, check engine light didn't turn off. Connected his computer again, it showed fault for 4 oxygen sensors. So he calls me, he goes, look, I don't think your problem is with the oxygen sensors. I think your problem is something electrical. So he's like, I have an electrical guy that could come out, take a look at it, charge you $100 to come out. How do you want to proceed? So I was like, hold up. I know a guy. And I hit up Nick. Nick has helped me with the R8. He has helped me with the Fiat. He has helped me with a lot of very difficult situations because Nick is like electrical mastermind, if you will. So I hit him up. I was like, Nick, I need your help again, brother. So he came out to my mechanic's place and found the issue within like literally 2 minutes. But he did do some homework before he came out. I told him the symptoms and whatnot. But he came out, I mean, like literally 2 minutes. He goes, yep, this is it. This is your issue. We fixed it. So he showed my mechanic what the issue is. It was a grounding issue. My mechanic put a new ground. I'm gonna do a video just to show you guys, because I'm assuming if I had this issue, I'm sure other Jeep owners have also encountered this issue. The fix is honestly like mind-boggling, like almost simple, but you would never think of this fix or this issue. I'm shocked to say the least. But my mechanic did that. I picked up the Jeep. I've done maybe 70, 80 miles in it. Took it through DEQ, no more check engine light, no more issues. All the onboard computer tests are ready. Guys, the Jeep is ready. The Jeep is ready. Very happy about that. All in all, I put maybe 200 $300 in it with Nick's discount for me again, which I really appreciate. My mechanic's time, and then the 2 oxygen sensors. I think that's pretty much all I did to the Jeep. So purchased it for what, like $18,250 roughly. So I'm about 18 and a half in it, maybe a little bit more. I have it listed for 22 grand, I believe, maybe 23. I've had it listed for probably a week, maybe 2 weeks now. And honestly, not much interest, which is very surprising. It's a Jeep. I think it looks pretty darn awesome. It's 4x4. You guys tell me, what do you think? I mean, does it look nice? Does it look cool? Like, would you drive it? What would you change? And why am I not getting much interest at 22 grand? For the record, in this area, it books for like 23 or 22.7. So I'm basically asking $700 under market value. But Kelly Blue Book never accounts for things like aftermarket bumper, the lift, the wheels. I mean, they have like that it has off-road wheels or whatnot. But nothing else that's done to it. So I'm curious, what are your opinions? 22 grand or 23 grand, I don't remember how much I'm asking for. Is it worth it? Would you pay that? Would you drive this thing? Because for me, I think it's hecka cool. I'm not a big Jeep guy, but I've been trying to get into Jeeps. I like it, I think it's cool. But you guys let me know what you think. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your time. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys in another video.